In the large, modern and sterile penthouse living room, Jungkook is focused on his laptop, scrolling through financial reports. Vine enters, dressed to go out, adjusting an earring and picking up her purse. I'm leaving. It's a gallery opening I told you about. I won't be long. You don't have to understand it, Jungkook. You just not have to insult it. Anyway, Taeyong is saving me a seat for the artist talk. At the name Taeyong, Jungkook's fingers stop typing and he slowly lifts his head and his eyes cooled. He's my friend, and yes, he's a well respected critic. I'll see you later. She turns to leave. Vine poses, surprised, Jungkook snaps his laptop shut. What? You hate art galleries? You just called it a waste. Making a fool of myself? I'm going to look at art, not start a brawl. At a crowded art gallery, Vine tries to look at the painting, but Jungkook stands beside her, looking bored. It's supposed to be like that. It's about destabilization. Jungkook, please, if you're going to be miserable, at least be quiet. Taehyung, charming and friendly, walks up and gives Vine a warm hug. He stops, noticing Jungkook is glaring at Taehyung's hands on Vine's arm. Vine looks mortified. He's never shown interest before. What? Jungkook, that's why I came. Jungkook's hand clamps down on Vine's elbow firmly. I'm not tired. He tugs her arm into his, forcing her to follow and leave a confused Taehyung behind. Back at a penthouse, the door slams shut and Vine rips her arm from Jungkook's grip. What was that? Are you insane? The event was not over. You dragged me out of there like a child. You hated it, fine. I knew you would, but why would you even come? Handled. He hugged me. He's my friend, the only friend you haven't managed to scare off with that permanent skull. Unprofessional. This isn't a boardroom, Jungkook. This is my life. The one tiny part of it that you are not involved in. Stares at him, her anger fading as she notices he's agitated. That's not why you came. Jungkook stops, his back to her. You did not care about the gallery, you did not care about my image. You heard I was meeting them and you. She trails off, realizing. My god, you were jealous. Is it? Then what do you call dragging your wife out of party you hated just because another man hugged her? You could not stand it, you could not stand him. He's rude and cold, but his eyes are fixed on her lips. Perfectly. Jungkook stares at her, breathing heavily, fighting an internal battle. Finally, he scoffs. He turns and stalks down the hall, leaving Vine alone and stunned. Vian stands frozen in the living room, her heart pounding. The echo of Jungkook's angry footsteps fades. She processes what just happened. His coldness, his ridiculous excuse, and the raw, undeniable jealousy. He tried to hide. A sudden, strange feeling of boldness settled over her. She's not going to let him dismiss her. She walks down the hall to her master bedroom. The door is closed. She opens without knocking. Jungkook is standing by the floor to ceiling window, his back to her, tie ripped off and thrown on the bed. Closes the door, her voice steady. You told me I was talking nonsense. I'm not. You were jealous. I'm not yours. I'm a party in this contract, an asset. You called me last month. You did not just hate him. You hated that I was with him. You hated that I was happy to be there and it had nothing to do with you, Jungkook. Jungkook's jaw clenches. He says nothing, which is the loudest confession he would ever made. You can't stand it, can you? That I have a separate life from this cold house and our contract. You can't stand that someone else could make me smile. Jungkook's eyes blaze. He suddenly feels concerned, exposed. He lashes out with the only weapon he has, his coldness. Walks past him, cutting him off, grabs her pajamas from the closet and heads into the answered bathroom, locking the door behind her with a loud and defiant click. Jungkook is left standing alone in the bathroom, staring at the locked door, his hand clenched into the fist at his sides. He is furious, confused, and for the first time, he realized he's lost control of the situation. Jungkook stares at the locked bathroom door for a full minute, his chest tight. He's furious, no one defines him, especially not her. His first instinct is to pound on the door and demand she open it. His hand actually raises, his knuckles brushing the wood. Silence. He hits the door once with the flat of his hand, the sound cracking through the quiet room. Bathroom Ryan jumps, pressing her back harder against the door. Her hands are shaking, but she clenches them. She will not back down this time. Not this time. She's terrified, but also exhales. Let out a sharp, frustrated breath. He stares at the door handle, his breath battling his rage. He will not be locked out. He stalks to the nightstand, yanks open the top drawer, and retrieves a small metal emergency key. Van hears the metallic rattle, and her blood runs cold. She hears the key slide into the lock from the outside. The lock clicks, the door swings open, knocking Ryan off balance. Jungkook stands there, his face a mask of cold fury. He grabs her by the arm, his finger digging in, and yanks her out of the bathroom, pulling her into the center of the bedroom. Let go of me! Get off me, Jungkook. I belong to myself. Okay? His eye stops to her lip, then back to hers.